Hey guys, Palsteron here. And I just woke up after a interesting day one. So right now we have played, I can actually type it in, played 7 hours 30 minutes, which is kind of where I left off yesterday before going to sleep. EU times, it is what it is, right? So now we're going to continue in a second on stream, but before I wanted to do a little bit of an update video here. And I want to start out by saying that this build has been incredible so far, just as I tested it. Even better, obviously, because it got buffed. But number one thing that I took away for now is that Archnemesis is completely insane for leveling. So you see this tabby here and you're going to think, oh, he got lucky. That's awesome, Palsteron. I did not get lucky. I didn't get anything. I dropped so many chaos by just doing Archnemesis. Now, obviously, I was slow, right? No question. But I straight up bought a tabby for 14 chaos yesterday. I bought a storm cloud. I bought a skirmish, right? And I still have 11 chaos left. So this is basically where we left off, right? Campaign is kind of done. And now we're going to go into mapping and we have 11 chaos. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade a lot of these rares. In terms of leveling, there was nothing really surprising to me, obviously, because we tried it out like 3 or 4 times on stream already. So yeah, the skill got buffed, so it was even better than expected. Now, what I did this time around is I actually respected level 36, not 32, because I already had enough money for skirmish, which I didn't think I would have, but I got 2 chaos from Archnemesis, and I already had a storm cloud that I bought. So it was like, why not just wait for level 36? Why do like 4 levels with a different quiver? So I just waited for 36, basically, just kept on going with Holy Flame Totem, Wave of Conviction, stuff like that. And yeah, then I had a skirmish, and I respec, and it was crazy good, just as I expected. And we didn't do any heisting. It wasn't actually necessary, which is awesome. I wanted to actually heist, but yeah, as for Archnemesis, completely busted. If you want to have an easy leveling experience, just do all the ones you find. Now, the way you want to do it is you want to do the currency ones, and basically you want to put the currency ones first, because whatever you put in first, you will get X amount of time. So for example, when there's 4 rewards, you can get 4 currency rewards if you put them first. If you would put them last, you can, for example, only get it once. So that would drop you a ton of chaos, a ton of orb of bindings. Obviously, at the point of this recording, orb of bindings are not going to be as expensive anymore, but I was able to sell quite a bit of those and convert to chaos, right? So yeah, no real lucky drops. Basically just doing Archnemesis. Obviously, we sacrifice a little bit of speed, but I really don't care whatsoever. Now, as for the build, right? So far, I've not completed Uberlap yet, but I will in a second. I haven't spec'd out of these so far, but I almost can, right? I just need 2 more refund points, and then this whole thing will be respec. Now, something I did differently to the video is I'm not even going to plan to go for shock. So the thing is, during my testing, my last test run, I realized how good Bastion of Elements actually is. This gives you so much tankiness, so you don't lose XP by dying, right? It's like, shock isn't really necessary after the buffs because you do so much more damage. It compensated for something that isn't a necessity anymore, basically. So you go straight Bastion of Elements as your 4th ascendancy. You completely skim by Ash, Frost, and Storm, and you just go down here. Don't forget to get the Avatar of the Hunt with the new nodes here. Yeah, then you just go back down here. So that's basically all that changed. Also, this reward is actually surprisingly good. It's just 4% movement speed and 4% attack speed. But since you get a 1-point jewel, since you have to path down here anyways, for 1 point, that's actually pretty good. And it means you don't have to buy a jewel. Obviously, if you drop one randomly, that's better. Go for it. So if we look at my gear so far, it is still, I think, level 30-ish gear, yeah. So basically, I put some stuff on level 30, and then I didn't change until now. The only thing that I changed was this one, which I dropped from a Labyrinth reward from Archnemesis. Now, other than that, I think, yeah, these are pretty bad overall. So now next what I have to do is I have to get some upgrades, right? Which I'm going to do with the chaos that I farmed. I'm basically just going to buy rares that cost like 1C each, maybe 2C, since I do have some monies here. And Stormcloud was very, very easy to get. Skirmish cost me like 2C. Stormcloud cost me like an elk or something. I bought it very, very early. Then the helmet here, maybe I'm going to buy a gold rim, but probably not. At this point, I'm pretty sure I can get like life plus 2 resistances, which is just straight up better. Right? The tabby I bought for 14 chaos, I think. Yeah, everything else is pretty bare bones. Now, as for skirmish, something I thought about when I bought skirmish is I think I'm actually just not going to path to watchtowers. I'm going to stop here, right? I'm not going to path to watchtowers, and I'm going to run skirmish until I can actually afford to anoint watchtowers. So you want 6 ballistas, right? You don't want 7, you don't want 5, right? So right now I have 6, which is the magic number. But if I were to anoint watchtowers, I would actually replace skirmish. The thing is also, right, that means number 1, for now I'm saving 2 silver oils and I don't have to get a different quiver, right? So I can focus on other stuff like getting my 6-link shortbow, right? Next thing I'm gonna buy probably is gonna be porcupine cards, which are gonna be the ones that give you a 6-link shortbow. Also, if you guys haven't seen it in my update, I have a new POB here. I added this like I think 2 days ago or something. So basically a few things that changed was I removed Ice Trap for Lightning Spire Trap, and that's basically just because it has more hits, like I say here. This is thanks to Tuna and Fire, right? I didn't even realize that would be a way better option than Ice Trap, completely forgot. I added Vitality, which I don't know if I'm going to have in this version. So far, the whole recovery has been no issue, but I'm not in red maps yet, so maybe it will become one. But like I said, in my testing, it hasn't really been an issue. You just press your life flask, but whatever. And I improved the build in general. And what I mean by that is, number 1, I replaced Chaos with Belly of the Beast. Now, Chaos is like 500 extra life or something. So already like accounted for like 450 to 500 extra life over a Belly. But Belly gives you a 6-link. It also gives you all res, which is nice for gearing. It also gives you flask recovery, which is kind of good. So in the end, I don't know if it's better, but it will give you more flexibility for your gems, and it will also mean it will make it easier to actually go for stuff like life tap, right? So for example, if you reserve all your mana and you go life tap and now you pay life, that means that you will need a life tap support in all your setups, basically, right? So that's like 3 to 4 extra gems that you can actually make up with having another 6 socket. And now my goals are basically just going to be unlock all the maps. So like I said, I will buy okay gear that will get me through. I want to be rest capped, as you can see here. And then I'm basically just going to cruise through content. So far, this build has been incredible. We've actually been like melting T4 Archnemesis bosses, which is one of the reasons why we did it so much during leveling and we got so much currency just out of doing the side content. So far, I'm also really enjoying the league mechanic. It is very non-intrusive. It feels like perfect for mapping. It's like, I didn't really like Scorch, to be honest, because that was like doubling your map length. It was very intrusive. It was very annoying to always think about how to time it correctly. But this is basically just like free stuff every map. I like it. It reminds me of Metamorph, which a lot of people don't like, but I do. So yeah, if you want to follow this, twitch.tv/Palsteron. We're going to do all of this live. Last league, I kind of did like 7-hour sessions, and then I went offline to blast a little bit more, because if you don't know, off stream you can be a lot more efficient. You don't have to talk to people. You can just be in the zone. You don't have to think about how you look or whatever. It's a lot less stressful, right? But I'll just take the hit this league and I'll just stream most of the things, if not everything. So if you want to drag along, if you just want to have a place to hang out, definitely check out my stream. And yeah, since I still don't have a slogan, see you next time.